Good day everyone, I greet you and I welcome you guys to this video. Today this video will be a little bit different from what we have been doing, because every week I drop my weekly video. But today I want to talk about discipline, not really jumping into discipline, but I want to share with you guys some of the things that I've done this short period that are helping me stay disciplined with my journey, because I am someone who struggled so much with overtrading, strategy hopping, and risk management. Risk management was not really that hard, for me to overcome, and it's not like a big problem for me. But you see, strategy hopping and overtrading was a very big problem for me. So, how did I conquer? How was I able to conquer these things? Let me start from risk management, because risk management was not that hard for me. At the time, I was trading small capital because I have exhausted all everything I have to Forex, you know. And I told you guys that a day will come when I will tell my story about Forex, because Forex did me dirty, honestly. Uh, Forex, taught me a big lesson of my life. I will say that Forex almost ruined my life, but because I was smart enough to catch up early to understand what is going on, you know, that was when I had to calm down, you know. So when I was trading my small capital, like $30, $50, $20, $15, I don't have a particular risk management plan. I don't have a particular amount that I risk on trades. I might deposit that my $20 or $50 and say, okay, I'll be risking $5 on every trade. But at the end of the day, you will see that when you enter a trade, you know, keeping your stop loss where you want it to be, it will be above that amount that you are expecting to risk. And at the end of the day, you won't want to miss that setup. You have to enter that setup anyways. Even if you are losing $6, $7, sometimes it will double that amount that you were expecting to risk, which is $10. But you don't have to cancel the trade. You will still need to enter the trade at the end of the day, because you won't want to miss it out. So this was the little struggle I had with risk management. So I was trading this way. Sometimes I would deposit $20 with the hope of I'm going to risk $5 with this on each trade, and before you know it, I will take two trades and the account is gone. Some I will take one trade, the account is gone. So when I become aware that I don't have any risk plan, that I need to have a particular risk percentage that I risk on every trade I take, that is when I ask myself, if I deposit $50 or $20 or $30, how much am I really going to risk inside this capital? How many percentage am I going to risk inside this capital? And that is when I said, no, what I will do is I will go back again to prop firm. Since I am now aware of risk management, I will go back to prop firm, then buy account, even if it's 5K account, 10K account. Then on each trade, I will be risking 0.5% on every trade I take. This is how I conquered my risk management problem. So I bought a 5K account. That was with handedness then. I said, okay, every trade I take, every single trade I take, I'll be risking 0.5% of that 5K account, which is $25. And that is how I started, gradually. Today, I'm risking 1% on each trade I take on a valuation phase. Then, on funded accounts, I risk 0.5%. You see, the rules that will build you will not just, you don't have to, start all of them at once. You have to start little by little. Once you start adding rules and you are obeying the rules, start following your rules, you will see that other plans to make that rules fit your style of trading will come to you. You will start having other good plans to make it even better to suit your style of trading. So that is how I overcome risk management. Now let's go to, and mind you, all these rules, all these things that I'm going to mention in this video and how I handle them. I did not do them at once. It was one after the other. When I have a solution to a particular problem, I apply that solution and focus on that particular one for almost a month. I need to be sure that my brain, my subconscious mind has accepted that this is the way I'm going to be trading from now on. You understand? So I need to be at peace with that one first. Once I start doing it without hustle, it's no longer affecting me. That is when I will move on to the next step, the next one, to amend and then start following that one as well. That is how I applied all my rules, and today I have a lot of them, and it's not stressing me because they have become part of me. On my other video, I was telling you guys that if someone tell me that I will be staying for the whole month and taking just 3 trades, I won't believe it. But currently, as you are looking at me, I can stay for complete 2 to 3 months without placing a single trade, as long as I'm coming to the chart and observing my charts. That is all that I need. Me not seeing a setup in a day is not a problem for me. The only thing that will become a problem for me is if I am not consistently on the chart. If I'm not checking the chart, I will feel like I am not doing anything. But as long as I'm showing up every day, but I'm not seeing my setup, I can stay like that for like 3 months without placing a single trade. It's no longer a hustle for me. It's no longer a hustle. Even these days, I come to the chart because I always open my trading charts around 12. Sometimes I come to the charts that 12, analyze my pairs. I only trade 2 pairs today, NAS 100 and US 30. Once I analyze them, sometimes I'll just open them and analyze them, and I'll say, no, there'll be no setup for me today, But I will still analyze and see what I am looking for. Then I close my laptop and start monitoring the chart with my phone. At the end of the day, I might not go back to that my system again that day because I already know that it will be hard for me to see a setup today, and my mind will not be at the charts. I'll be doing other things. At the end of the day, when I remember, I say, okay, let me see what market I've done today. It might be in the night or evening. And if I check exactly the same thing, I will not have any setup for that day. And sometimes when I will have a setup tomorrow, I already know today. Once I see the price action on those my pairs, I already know that, yes, tomorrow might be a trading day for me. That is how the things are working out for me right now. So now let's go to trade over trading. There is a time when I cannot stay without being on a trade. I need to be on a trade, to be myself. If I enter a trade now and the trade stop me out, I'm already analyzing another pair or that same pair to get into a trade again. I'm already looking for a reason why that trade stopped me out. And once I start looking for a reason why that trade stopped me out, I will see a reason why the trade stopped me out, and I will try to amend it by entering a better position again. You see. So at the end of the day, I might end up taking 3 trades or 4 trades without even knowing. So how was I able to conquer this program over trading? I started by applying the rules of trading 2 times a day. And when I was trading 2 times a day, sometimes I will come to London session and I will take that 2 trades that day. And at the end of the day, when New York starts, I won't be able to hold myself. And at the end of the day, I might take like another trade, making it 3, which is against my plan. So I was trading it this way. So when I find out that if I take all my trade on London session, I am likely to get into another trade on New York session, I spread it 1 trade for London session, 1 trade on New York session. So once I come to the chart, if I see a setup on London session, I will take it. If it stops me out, I will wait with the hope that once New York open, I will take another trade. So I'll be able to stay until New York open. Then I'll take the second trade if I see any other setup. That is how I was doing it. But then I was terminating vision accounts every week, going against my daily limits on prop firm, buying new accounts steady. So at some point I said, okay. I said, no, I have to start taking 1 trade per day. And I started working on that. But it still affected me because if I take 1 trade on London session, it will still affect me on New York session because I will be forced to take another trade. So at some point, what I did was I removed London session from my trading session. I said, okay, let me focus on pairs like USD JPY and Euro USD, so that I will remove London session from my trading and start trading just New York. So this is what I did. I removed London from my trading session and start showing up only on New York session. And trust me, this is how I overcome over trading. Coming to the charts, 12 o'clock, looking for my setup, and if I see that setup, let's say I see my setup around 3 or 4 or 2, and it stopped me out, it's already late. There's no need me taking another trade, so I'll be able to calm down and wait for tomorrow. This is how I started with over trading. Then with time, I started adding like no trading on Monday. No trading on Monday. Then after applying that rules of no trade on Monday, at some time when I feel last with the rules, I also removed Friday. You see, so now I have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to trade with, and I am taking just 1 trade within these 3 weeks, within these 3 days. You see, and just like that, I remove USD JPY from my pairs, and I was trading only Euro USD. I think at some point I added GBP USD because they are correlated. So I added GBP USD and I was trading these two pairs. And just like that, that is how I overcome over trading. Till today, I don't trade London session. I don't trade Asian session. I trade only New York session. Now, before I place any trade on my chart, like if you go to my current videos now, you will see that all the trades I've taken. Go to my weekly P&L video that I'm dropping every month. I think it's at episode 6 now. Watch all the video. You will see that every single trade I take is on New York session. You know, that is how I conquered over trading. Now, another thing that was a big problem for me was strategy hopping. But when I started obeying these rules, every other thing becomes easy for me. So I'm someone who learned a lot of strategy. So it was affecting me so that sometimes when I come to the chart, this strategy will be, maybe you are trading this particular strategy, but when you come to the chart, that strategy has no setup. You will start applying other strategies, you know, and before you know it, you will see a setup. You know, I learned a lot of strategies, you know, so it was affecting me. So how I conquered that strategy was for me to choose one particular person. Already I am used to obeying rules by then. You know, I had people that I was following, and I loved the way of their approach to the market. One of them was Kama Akindamola FS. I so much love the guy approach to technical analysis. The guy analyzed the market the way it amazes me. So then I wanted to buy that was his 2025 course early last year, but it was too cost, so I don't have the money because I think at that time he was selling it at $500 also. I think so. Is it $200? I've forgotten. So, but I don't have that money at that point. So what I did was I looked for somebody who is trading similarly to his pattern, which was at the trader. So I now bought that at the trader is a girl. So I bought her course and I said to myself, I went to my YouTube channel, I unfollowed everybody. Even Kama channel, I unfollowed him and I focused on art. You know, and this is how I was, you know, studying and learning her pattern. And till today, I'm still trading her style of trading. You know, and I'm hoping to get better with it. So these 3 things I listed, these are the solution. This is how I dealt with them, and today they are no longer a problem to me. I just wanted to share this because I know that some people will be out there now battling with this same problem. And if you find yourself among them, you can try this pattern, what I just said, and see if it will work for you. At the end of the day, this journey is just a personal journey. You know, the way I approach the market, the way I feel about it might not be the same way you approach and feel about the market. And what works for me might not work for you. So that is it. But at the end of the day, we learn from people's mistakes. So you can learn something from my own journey and try and see if it will work for you. And that will be it for this video. Please, if it's your first time coming across my YouTube channel, do well to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I don't normally drop this type of video. I focus on my weekly videos, but I just feel like dropping this video today. I don't know, maybe it's meant for someone, you know, but then I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.